Roll call. Margot.
Jester.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Nick.
Jester.
Come back to me.
Nathaniel.
Hello.
Coleman. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go off.
Luigi?
Yes.
Oh, it's at 2 times speed. I just realized.
When I had no idea you were so talented.
Oh, you have to redo it then.
I was like, wow, he's going crazy.
Yeah.
Can you stop trying to take
Doesn't even know his name.
Skillet?
Doesn't even know his name.
It's Skillet. Fuck you.
Okay, we're coming back to Nick.
A.
He's ready.
Excellent. Now, last time on the Crawling Dusk, as Bonetrousle played, Baggi, Fenro, Finewynn, and George rushed to save Rod from the wrath of a reborn giant. The first to strike, Baggi froze a part of the giant's skin, only to have the giant use that ice coating to block her scimitar's swipe. Fenro approached, trying to de-escalate the situation, claiming to be Whisper Curtis, and that he and his companions were meant to be there. Unfortunately, his words fell on deaf ears, appearing to only confuse and anger the giant. From the gate at the west end of the room, another reborn shouted for Jumbo to keep it down and entered, sporting a fancy blue cape. Cape noticed the intruders and scrambled to draw his gun, announcing, "You can't be here!" Then, bam! He shot Rod. Baggi aimed to handle the big one quickly. She Dark Souls rolled out of the way of his massive axe, then slapped a stone rune upon him, locking the Hulk in place. With a hand holding back the blood from his wounds, Rod struggled towards the danger and heaved his anchor, wham! Into Cape's side. Baggi's scarf, gun, disoriented Cape. Baggi's scarf gun disoriented Cape, while Fenro's healing word gun helped to keep Rod standing. With Cape distracted by the monkey-shaped gun poking him, Finewynn sunk a well-placed arrow into his shoulder. Seeing the giant shake off the stupor placed on him by Baggi, Rod aimed a finger at him. Perhaps the days of barely hanging on to consciousness connected him even deeper to his chosen deity, Nap, for the power of the dreamlike ray was unlike anything Rod had ever summoned. Jumbo was blinded and immediately set to a similar state to Rod, bleeding and semi-conscious. He was determined to not go down until Fenro, with grace, gave the final whack to force the big lug to rest. After the giant was felled, Cape was more easily convinced of Fenro's deception, finally holstering his gun. Hollyhock, the last of the lingering fragment gatherers, entered aghast at what took place. They apologized for Cape and Jumbo and encouraged a dialogue to sort things out. Baggi explained that their group were a sort of cleanup crew sent to handle the recent contaminations. Hollyhock seemed perplexed by the thought that something was wrong with the black goop left in the coffins, holding cells, headroom, and a smattering of other places throughout the facility. The dark substance was apparently something they made themselves, handled it often in their work, and none of them had contracted the so-called crawling dusk. Hollyhock went so far as to scoop some of it out of the nearby Jumbo coffin to show that it was harmless. and then cleansed it off them in a nearby bowl of teal flame. Soon the realization dawned on them that they cleaned it off of their hands soon after being finished working with it. The short exposure was most likely why they had never contracted it. The attention of the group was then turned to the basin of runes that held this teal flame. They had hoped one of the gatherers would know how it functioned, but the answers would not be so easily gained. Finewynn found that this was similar to that of a simple cleansing circle, often found in restrooms and kitchens for quick access to running water. Baggi took that a step further, recalling someone changing the flow of water to a flame, and then the flame's nature to that of healing. The 4 runes orbiting the main ring were a bit unique, though. They originated in the celestial tongue and were meant for attunement to the outer realms. After the investigation of the runic basins, it came time for Hollyhock and Cape to come to grips with the truth behind this facility. Hollyhock remembered that the goal was to create more reborns, to give more people the chance at a second life, for loved ones to return to those who lost them. In truth, Fragment were the pioneers of a deeply flawed means of resurrection that would be invalidated by modern magic. Cape immediately got up and threw a fit, smashing the poor pestle and mortar by the urn and kicking down the inky black trees. Hollyhock insisted that Kemgravin must have some explanation for all of this, but the group convinced them that Kemgravin was more than likely not in the talking mood. Baggi then tested the flame herself, grabbing a glob of crawling dusk, feeling the pulling sensation of its immediate attempt to invade her veins. She rushed it over to the flame, and sure enough, along with an incredible feeling of sunlight dancing on her fingertips, was cleansed of the dusk completely. Sawyer, while on his way back to the group, happened upon Cape heading to speak with Kemgravin. They met, and Sawyer mostly convinced him that there was no need to go to the headroom, resorting to simply not allowing him to pass. They met up with the others, and Sawyer gifted Cape a grappling hook as a peace offering. Cape couldn't help but be stoked for a new kind of gun to use and play with. Fenro's attention was drawn to the abyssal written on the pillars, seeming to label the graves underneath them. He asked the fragment gatherers if they wanted to know their real names, and left the pillar with the name Adley Curtis alone for the moment. Cape pointed out that Jumbo might not remember his name even if you told it to him, then insisted that he learn his own name. Fenro spoke his name aloud, Clint Marshall, expecting it to flood Clint's mind with memories of his past, but nothing changed. Fenro felt a brain fog since entering here, so something in the facility must be affecting reborns. Sawyer was the first to bring up the massive creature in the ice, and when its tarantula-like form was mentioned, Finewynn's brain fired. Will they figure out these ancient runes that might save those in Autoclave who were subject to the abyssal resurrection against their will? What will the gatherers do now? Will the party be able to escape through the ritual room as planned? What will Fenro find in his sister's grave? We join our heroes now in the heart of Vardenwald to answer these questions.
Woo.
Well, howdy, I'm about to dig up a grave.
You're gonna dig up one of the graves?
Oh, yeah, is that the Abode?
Hey! You just missed the
Damn it,
recap.
now we have to do the recap all over again.
No, I think it's fine.
You missed
We're
Skillet's
about to
drum
go
solo.
grave robbing.
Oh shit! Well, hey.
Indeed, I think the last bit is probably the most important, at least for a Bodhi. Bodhi, you remember how the last one ended?
Right now, not really.
The giant spider child of darning thing.
Oh yeah,
Good deal.
You remember that?
There was
I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
there-
I painted it and stuff.
there's a mention that something has been affecting the reborns here. Something that is keeping them
the
from
memory
remembering. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was brought up that perhaps the creature in the ice might have something to do with that. And then with your insight check, you did recall or think about a number of things that this creature might mean for you.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So you're gonna dig up a grave here.
Yeah, you see this one over here? Which one was it again? I think you said this one.
Yeah, you got it. That's the one.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Good
This
catch.
one's actually labeled with the name of my sister from way back when. I
Oh,
want to see. I want to see if she's down there.
okay.
Labeled as a success in the logs, but she's not out like y'all. I want to make sure.
Yes. By all means.
Y'all have like a shovel or anything around here?
Yeah, we should have some something like that over in the gathering room. Cape, would you grab one for us? Yes, I can do that. Hey, why don't we get this monkey gun to get it?
Yeah, the monkey gun's pretty useful. You can do that.
If
Which room?
yeah, if Cape asks George to go get a shovel, would he go get it?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Hey, will you go get us a couple shovels? They should be
you
back in that room.
He shouldn't have said a couple.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually.
Which room is it in?
I'm gonna say that they are in the gathering room here somewhere. Just they'd be left on the ground, I'm sure, but they're just not
Okay.
not actually placed.
George is just gonna pick up as many shovels as he can possibly carry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's say roll me a d10. All right, he brings back 6 shovels and just clink, 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 plops them down onto the ground.
And he just looks up at him. Go.
You've done well, monkey. And he gives him like a couple head pats. Would you like a
Gee,
hand with the digging?
Yeah, sure, if you don't mind. Also, you know what? I'm just not gonna mention that we only needed like 1 or 2 shovels. It's fine.
Right.
Anyway, let's get digging, I guess.
All right. Who all is helping
Well,
out?
we might need to move the big guy.
I'm still looking at big spider
Oh,
with
gosh.
Finewynn. Unless
Yeah.
Finewynn
Am
is
I-
done with that.
I'll help. Baggi
Am I
will
able
help.
to?
Yeah. I mean, you are. You're still. I'd
George?
say you're still bleeding, but at this point, like combat is over, so you're taking like some rounds to patch yourself up. Probably summon like minor holy magic to like cover up the wounds, at least stop the bleeding.
Well, I could
George?
probably heal. I should probably do that.
Yeah, you can.
What's that? That's.
George
Yeah,
is gonna
I'll just
attempt
do
to.
it. Cure wounds.
Thick and juicy.
So, wow.
Wow, that's not thick and
Wow.
juicy.
All
nat
right.
I'm
That
gonna
one.
say that like within that one on the healing roll, it hurts. Like the bullet that was in your stomach, you're having to pull that out before you cover the wound with the holy magic. So how you do that exactly is is up to you, but that's the process that you got to go through, and it is painful. You gotta wrap something up, put a stick in your mouth to grind down on. to chomp down on.
It still heals. I'll take it.
But yeah, you do heal for 4.
That brings him to a nice even number. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Check on something.
Was only 4, but at least it's a nice number.
You gotta look on the bright side.
Yeah, I was hoping Hollyhock might have healing magic, but yeah, they walk up to you and they say like, I don't think Cape is going to apologize. Like, and they kneel down even and they say like, I don't think Cape is gonna apologize. We don't have a ton of healing capabilities here. There might be something in storage, perhaps a gel or two. Would you like me to go look for those?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Rod?
Rod?
Oh, my mic was muted. That's a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
I have an apple jelly. Those are like healing potions, right?
They are. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat one of those in response. Be like, I'm good.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay. You have some. Okay. I just want to make sure that you'll be all right.
George is gonna attempt to dig with 2 shovels and 1 shovel in each hand, by the way, to help. I
Yeah.
wanted to get that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why not. It's not attacks or anything, so you could certainly go for that.
Functionally,
of a
I'm not
heal?
sure. I don't know if it would do much, but
How much does the gel heal?
Yeah.
I believe you guys were keeping track of how many you have, right?
I only had one.
Okay, and it's the base
yeah.
one?
Yeah, it was the red one.
Yeah, it was
And that's the
apple.
equivalent of a level 1 cure wound, I believe. It's like 1d.
Oh, it's
1d8.
not just a healing potion?
Oh no, it is a healing potion. Is it 1d4 plus 4?
I believe so. Let me double check.
It's off the top of my head,
I
but
don't
I
remember
don't want to be
because I
wrong.
know. Let me see. Potion of healing. 2d4 plus 2
Oh, nice.
is
The base one?
level.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought 1d4 sounded wrong.
2d4 plus 2.
Nice, you heal for 6.
Rough rolls.
Eh.
Are you talking?
I didn't roll negative.
Yeah. It's a poisoned gel.
it was
Wheels is trying to kill us.
off.
No.
It went bad.
Yeah, you get the message
eat-
back from him, and it's just a middle finger. All right, good. I'm glad Rod Will seems to be okay. How are you on hit points?
I'm alright. I'm only down 5.
Oh, nice. Okay, good
Oh,
deal.
you're doing better than me.
Am I?
I think so. I'll make sure. Yeah. You're doing like a good 7 better than me.
Wow. Okay.
But I mean, there was a time when that wasn't the case.
That's true.
bless me.
Well,
Oh, bless you.
let us dig.
Indeed.
Getting a voice
Oh.
change?
If only we had Diggy up here.
It's time to dig.
Did somebody say dig? you see Diggy just like appears from the cavern, from the crevice.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
Master Shredder.
Hang on.
Not Master
Where
Shredder.
is Diggy?
He's still down there. I am gonna roll a perception
Nobody
check.
knows him except for Sawyer.
Yeah.
15, not enough. All right, good deal.
But did I already ask if I could see Diggy through the thing we're looking through?
Yeah, last time. You can see him.
Okay. Does me and
You have to
Finewynn, or
you
I
have to
guess
stand
it
on the
hasn't
ice though.
escaped. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was
All
gonna say,
right,
does
good
me and
deal.
Finewynn like making any sort of commotion make a difference? But he got a 15.
Does
on
me
the
and
first roll
Finewynn
anyways.
making out make a difference?
Like if we just started like going at it like on the ice.
Yeah, I think that would be no difference.
Like I think that'd be kind of hot, but
You're right.
It would be kind of spicy. We do have some what was it? Some Kevin McLeod McLeod.
That's true.
we can pop on if needed. I'll keep it on lock here.
Loop. Anyway, what do I need to roll? What do we need to roll?
I don't think this is a roll. It's it's just
Oh, yeah,
digging.
you're gonna take some time. Yeah.
But yeah, you all take. I mean, with how much help you have, it doesn't take long before, you feel the not the grain of wood, but the marble of the top of the coffin.
Oh shoot, they're marble?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Kind of a blue what is it? Moose marble? Is it called moose when it's all like kind of like the colors are all like garbled up?
I don't know.
I looked up moose marble, and it's not.
Yeah.
That is not.
That can't be right. I'm sorry.
It's just a bunch of moose sculptures in marble.
That sounds pretty tight. What is it?
I mean, it's pretty cool, man.
I'm jealous. I wish I could see moose marble.
There you go.
True.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think there's some
Yeah.
kind of descriptor.
Oh,
when
there we
marble
go.
is, like especially muddled or something.
It's so.
I think it's called sculpting.
No,
That is
I
not
know
a
what you're talking about.
descriptor.
Sculpt.
Yeah, that's a word.
Sculpted.
Sculpted.
There you go. Anyways.
I am the descriptor. I am the one who descripts.
You
It describes.
you get the rest of the dirt up off of there, and you see the grave. It's the first thing that strikes you is that it is pretty small.
That makes sense. She was pretty small. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah.
Well, then again, we were
This happened
fearbolgs, so like a little bit, but she was young, so.
Yeah. Yeah, granted, young for a fearbulk. I forget what the maturity rate is of a fearbulk. Is it different from humans?
I don't remember, but I know
Or
they're
is it that
old.
they mature at the same rate and then they just live for a long sec time?
Oh,
I'm looking it up.
yeah, I was gonna say because I don't remember
Reaches
it
adulthood
mentioning.
around 30.
Okay, gotcha. So it's a little further.
A little bit further, but not proportionally so, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially for how much older they can be.
Mhm.
But all that to say, I mean, she was young.
Yeah. Well, so I'm seeing this. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. Actually, I'm gonna ask, like, so did y'all wake up one day and just kind of poke your way out of your, I guess, coffins?
That's a good question. There was a procedure, for when reborns came back to life. the coffins themselves have a way of detecting life inside, right? Signs of life. And so once they do, the coffin will project the dirt and rubble away and slide the door off.
I see. So, if there wasn't any, like, opening on a coffin, good chance nobody's awake in there.
It's likely, yeah.
Well, in that case, who knows how much longer we'll just be stuck here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it.
Okay. You reach around and try to find the latches, and sure enough, there are about 2. You undo them?
2 latches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Easy. Rough. Wait,
you're shot upwards with a extreme force as a massive gust of air just blasts you up to the ceiling, or not quite up to the ceiling, but blast you up. You hang in the air for a second before slamming down like about 5 or 10 feet away from where it was. And this is along with the door.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not along with the door. Afterwards, the door kind of slides into the dirt beside it.
All right. Well, that hurt.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know it would do that without signs of life. Sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No worries. I don't think there's a way you could have known that that's how that would have worked.
And
well,
then, let's see. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchie.
I'll heal.
You'll heal him? Oh, yo.
Yeah, I'll heal him.
I thought you were gonna heal yourself.
I might. Don't tempt me.
Heal myself to 5. I really need it.
Wait, did
It's like
we
you
not
don't
pick,
know.
like,
You don't get it.
short rest at any point?
We did at the beginning.
Just at the beginning. Alright.
Yeah, we haven't had one since we came in here.
Yeah, since the fight.
We took one when
Oh,
we
you
came
get a
in
way
here,
better
haven't
roll.
had one
Let's
since.
go.
Nice.
Dang, that's like triple the roll you had.
I know. It's crazy.
Wait, no, it's not. What are you,
It's like
stupid?
5 times as much as I had.
Just a little over double.
It's like 5 times what I had.
But yeah,
It's
sure
like
enough,
17 times what I got.
It's
you,
up there.
you summon the the relaxing presence of Nap to to heal the maybe broken rib or so.
Yeah. Some big ouchie ow ow. Owie.
Ooey, ow, ow,
And,
ouch.
And the wind
Oof, ow, ouchie.
returns to you quickly. And inside of the grave, black sludge seems to be congealing there, subtly moving. But that's all you see.
I think at this point, Fenro's just gonna step away for a bit.
And it's at this point that Whoa. Sorry, I got really tall there for a second. Kronenheim pokes his head in. Are all of you good in here? What's I heard commotion and I just wanted to make sure everything's all right. So you've made a couple friends?
I guess you could call him that.
Right, the big one, seems a bit not
He's
too
taking
friendly.
a nap.
Oh, he's just sleepy. He's real sleepy.
You see he's like tiptoeing forward, like, it won't wake up, will it?
Hey, Crowdy baby, can I talk to you for like 2 seconds over here to the side?
Sure. What's yes, of course.
All right. So hey, here's kind of the 411 real quick. They think we're here like as part of the company that runs this whole operation with Fenro.
They think we're members of Fragment.
Yeah, so just keep that little narrative up so we don't get no more violence if we can help it. Sound good? We're on good terms now, so yeah. You are an outside hire, essentially. A temp worker, I guess. And that's the cover story, bud.
Right, of course, whisper Baggi. He says it this loudly.
No, too much.
Okay, oh god, alright,
We're
I
all
love my
outside
job
hires
here.
except for Fenro. Fenro's an inside hire. He's a whisper. We're like
of course,
hired help.
silly Crowdenheim, always mixing up which one is the whisper.
I'm like the freelance IT guy.
I'm going to need Baggy you to make a deception check to cover his blunder here.
Okay. Where's my deception stat? There it is. 17.
Nice. That is enough.
No, Crownheim. Goodness gracious, we've been over this, bud. I know you're like new to this whole thing as like part of our outside group, but Whisper's what we call our boss man, Fenro over there.
Right. Right. Titles, not best with titles. Me.
Me.
But sure enough, you see Hollyhock is a little too distracted, watching George with his 2 shovels. What is George doing? Does he still have the shovels? What's he doing now?
He's trying.
He's very excited to have shovels.
He's just digging.
He's just digging randomly?
He's just digging up the wrong grave.
He's digging
which one?
All of them.
Any of them, really. He keeps bouncing back and forth.
All right, good deal. I think it would.
He's not making any significant progress in either one because he is attempting to dig with 2 shovels at the same time.
And you see, Hollyhock is following him, trying to get him to stop, saying like, these were companions of ours. We really shouldn't.
He's smacking the ground with the blunt end of the shovel instead of the actual part that you dig with it because he doesn't understand how to use it.
Nice. And sure enough, like after a few seconds, once Hollyhock realizes what George is up to, they go, "Oh, okay, all right, carry on."
He has the intent to dig. He just doesn't know how.
Nice. But yeah. Kronenheim walks up and says, or sorry, yeah, he re-walks up. He walks back to the door and then walks in again. No, I'm kidding.
It's called the Xbox 360 because it makes you turn around 360
when you
degrees.
See, you turn 360 degrees and walk away.
All right, so Kronenheim says, So I haven't had long, but I have been trying to figure out what the flame is for, and I think I may have figured out that it's most likely that the dusk is washed, right? If they had to take the corpses, right, of these failed carcasses, which were initially put through the abyssal resurrection, then in the pathology room, when they dissected them, they would most likely get exposure to it and would need to be rid of it, right? Even on equipment, even if they had gloves.
Who's he saying this to?
A Baggi.
Sorry, I had someone on the phone. Can you repeat that? Sorry. I had the roommate issues. Sorry.
Oh, all good. Maybe play that as like. Oh no, I was gonna say like Baggi got like ascending or something, but
Baggi heard the voice of
wouldn't-
God.
It wouldn't reach. It wouldn't reach under here. But anyways, he said along the lines of this. I had some time with the runic circle for the teal flame, and I think it must have something to do with cleansing, right? In the
Yeah, we got
pathology
that.
room, they've you figured that out, right?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
we
right,
already got
right.
that.
Okay, good. Good. I assume they used it elsewhere as well. There are teal flames all throughout.
Yeah, no, I gave them a first-hand try. They work pretty good. We need to learn how to replicate it at this point. That's our big thing.
We're trying to replicate it. Okay. Right. I can get back to it, but I feel that there's something I might have missed in the headroom. There was much to be sorted through in there. Maybe there's something we missed.
Do you want to go check it out? Like, you're free to go check it out if you need to check it out. If you need someone protecting you, I can go with you too. It's just, we're kind of just trying. I think we found what we need at this point, which is the cure, so to speak. It's more just making sure we can get that from point A here to point B elsewhere as a cure still. So if you think there's something in the headroom that would help you, I mean, yeah, by all means, go check it out.
Right. Okay. You all rest after did you all brought down that the giant, yes?
Yeah, the little misunderstanding, let's say. Totally dinged me up. As you can see, I'm just so much worse for wear. Baggi says, having taken not a single point of damage during the last fight.
He chuckles and then moves over to you, Rod, and says, "I felt a mighty presence. I'm sure partway through the battling. It was almost like for a moment I felt as if in a dream."
Yeah. He stabbed me. And then I was shot.
Goodness.
I'm okay though.
Rod, you... sorry, I forget, you haven't told him your name, right? Or have you given
But
him Rod?
he would know my name, right?
I feel like, because we always say Rod.
who
Rod.
wouldn't?
He doesn't. He still doesn't know who you are.
Rod? Who doesn't
Like-
see Rod in the streets and say, "Oh yeah, that's Rod right there"?
Yeah,
Who
like-
doesn't? It's
Just-
me. Everybody knows it's me.
Just
It's
for
Rod, you know.
Rod's royalty.
just for reference, he's heard your name Rod so far, but he hasn't heard your full name, so he doesn't know exactly who you are.
Oh.
But he
okay.
does know Rod. So he goes, my goodness, Rod, did you looks as though you've patched things up for the most part. Would you, you don't need any I'm sure you have it handled.
Yeah, I was worse. I'm okay. I never had to pull a bullet out before.
I mean, we could just sit and patch you up better if need be. Like, Rod, I don't know how bad y'all are off, but we could
He
take
likes
like just an hour, sit down, rest,
he
patch
likes
up a little
challenge.
bit. Let
That would be
Crownheim see what he needs to find in the headroom.
He likes
Yeah.
challenge.
that would be
And
nice.
that'd give time for Fine and where's Sawyer? But it'd give time for Fine to keep writing down the runes.
What do you mean? If you know where Finewynn is, you know where Sawyer is.
Well, wasn't Sawyer coming in the other way, and didn't Sawyer never get to the actual main room?
He did get to
No,
the
I
main
got to
room.
the room, and then me and Finewynn went to show Finewynn the spider.
That's right.
Yeah, just coddling and shit, basically.
Yeah.
Do we want to take a short rest though?
We can attune
Or I
during a
guess
short
not.
rest, right?
You can.
I'd like that.
You would be able to do other things in terms of like short rest can include light work, so research can still be done, and like looking at things and writing stuff down can be done during a short rest. But it would either be that or attuning, just FYI. But you could attune during a short rest, yes.
I'd like to attune.
I'll attune too.
Awesome
Which-
sauce.
I'm attuning
Which I
to
think
the.
would be like out of character, but you know.
I'm attuning to the retriever leg.
Oh,
I had to
epic.
look for the name of it.
Oh, you too.
Also, don't forget to expend hit die if you want to heal.
I
Unless
can't
you
do.
already expended all your hit die.
Can I do? Wait, am I able to do that while I'm attuning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like
What health am I at? Oh, I'm
symbolic of you
at.
patching yourself up.
And then
I'm only
Baggi, are
missing.
you
I'm literally only missing 1 health, so I'm good.
Baggi, are you tuned
Am I
into
attuning? Yeah, I'm gonna attune to the funny blue armor.
Excellent. Alright. Let me putting in your journal here.
We're gonna find out how funny I can be.
Give that a look, see.
gonna-
Okay, let's
expend
see.
hit die.
You see as Crownheim walks past this area, he absolutely freezes before stepping onto the ice, just barely, and goes, "Ow, what is this?
Awooga!
Ow, ouga,
Aoga.
Bazanka, whoa." No, he goes, what is this? Well, I'm not sure you two would know, but, any ideas? There was something this massive beneath us this entire time.
I'm working on figuring it out, honestly. But it's something that I think interests me a lot. I'm still drawing it, I'm assuming, as he comes in.
Oh, Mitch, you made this Constitution check based. That's too easy.
Indeed.
I think the minimum I can roll on a con check is an 8.
Really?
Wait, we're taking a short rest, right?
Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to spend a
So
hit
for
die.
that first DC, as long as I run a 3 or higher, Mitch, I can make that check.
That's bonkers. It's the first one is meant to be, I don't know, at least not like crazy, right?
What?
The first DC is meant to be not crazy.
Oh yeah, no. There's like a whole chart of like difficulty
Yeah.
for stuff like that, and yeah, 10 is sort of your average baseline. 5 is considered easy, 10 is average, and then like upwards from there is various difficulties.
20 hard, 30 impossible, technically, but not actually.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like quantified as impossible. For me, it's actually impossible.
I still remember
Not
when
for me.
It was a 28 right now.
I still remember when Diddy made 320s.
Yeah. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let you have that easy of a go.
Yeah,
Again.
I'm very sad about it. I like being able to pass every single roll I do.
Oh no, I'm just gonna make the DCs for you specifically like 40 plus.
Actually,
You can have your high stats. It's just everything when it comes to you is gonna be like altered upswing of like 10 to 20 DC.
I'll take your offer.
the AC
sounds like a-
grows
that
by
sounds
like
like a
10
fair
when
deal to
Nick
me.
rolls.
Yeah.
Diddy attacks and the AC just skyrockets.
He can only hit on nat 20s, and yet he still always hits.
And I can.
One thing I wanted to make mention is that when Crowdenheim goes to move to go to the headroom, Cape is following behind and saying, "Oh, well, if you're going, I too would like to have a word with Kemgravin and give him a piece of my mind. Here, I mean, you're going anyways. I can come with."
Is Baggi within earshot, or is this too far?
The whole building would be in earshot, pretty much. I'd say like at least the two like rooms next to it. Absolutely.
Like he's just gonna book it and be like, whoa, buddy.
Huh?
I don't. Do they not? Did you not hear about what he's planning?
What?
What
is he?
No, I shouldn't be telling you this because, you know, I'm technically like outside help or whatever, but Kemgravin is planning on like laying off this entire department. Like, you push your luck, you're out of a job even faster. Now, Crownheim over here, he's an excellent negotiator. He can put a word and make sure you don't lose your job, but you go pushing in there, you're risking like complete severance with no pay. Do you really want to risk that?
No pay. We were going to quit anyways, though, right?
I mean, yeah, but then you get like benefits because you've been tenured here for so long. You end up just getting fired, then all that benefits you would have gone. Fenro was telling me about the benefits package y'all got if you quit on good terms. It's pretty nice. But you go pushing his buttons, that ain't gonna get you that package.
Roll me some deception.
Uh-oh.
We just won't stop lying to this poor guy.
21, baby.
You seem like he's he bites his lower lip for a second and like scrunches his eyebrows. No, I really need the money. All right, fine.
And this poor guy.
I'll stay, but I'll have a word with him yet.
I completely think that's a good idea. Just definitely let your tempers calm.
You mark my words. I will. And then he like sits down and like crosses his arms.
He's gonna go over to Crownheim. Hey, Crownheim. Do me a big favor.
What is this? What?
You guys stink about how the head whispers like gone and left a note that he left forever, okay? Just like really loudly and just whole shebang of it, okay?
Like
Oh.
really randomly.
Really? So you
Just
want
like-
me
so
to do
you're
that
going in there
from the head
from
room?
the yeah, make sure it like echoes back here. Shouldn't be hard. The acoustics are real good, but like
But these
just
doors,
really
they
loudly.
close. They close automatically.
Well, what? There's one door, two doors in between here and there. All we gotta do is hold them open, right? I got you. I'm just gonna hold it open then, let some fresh air in, quote unquote. And once
All
you get a
right.
little of the waist down, just call out. All right.
All right.
Just make it believable.
Okay. Oh, this is Tiddlywinks. Theater class is finally coming in handy.
That's the spirit.
He kind of tilts his head, and you imagine like he's winking. He gave you a wink under his mask, but there's no way to tell. And then like
You'll never
skips
know.
along. He gets a little ways down, and he goes. Let's see if we can get some echo. All right, how does this sound?
That's good. That's echoey.
Well, it would seem. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm doing Cape's voice. Crap.
Listen, when I see skeletons, I can't help but do that voice either.
Of course. It would seem. Hello, I'm here, and you are too. Kemgravin. What's that? You're leaving for good. Wow. That's wow. Okay. And that's what's happened. He's leaving for good. And it's happening now.
He is leaving.
He is leaving.
He as in you. You are leaving right now. Wow, there he goes.
Yeah, and it really is that bad. Baggi, it's that bad. And you immediately Cape like pops back up. It's like, what's that? He's What?
He's gone?
But I
Right now?
I said I'm going to have a word with him.
Just like that?
And he starts running this way.
I'm gonna go with them, but I'm not gonna try to stop Cape.
All right.
But I'm gonna go with Cape.
He rushes past you. You see his he was like halfway down the hall, so he panics and like does a double step, like stepping back and forth until committing to pretending to be on the way back. And Cape runs up and goes, What is this? What do you mean? Kemgravin he's leaving?
You heard him.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well, you heard Groundham, didn't you? Let's go see what this is about, eh, Cape?
Yeah, yes. At long last, I will have a word.
Baggy's gonna give, like, Crownheim a conspiratorial, like, wink, like, your work here is done, I'll take it from here type feat.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna roll. Well, you roll a persuasion for me just to see how well you get that across.
Okay. Where's my persuasion? There it is. That's at neutral. It's a 7.
Ooh.
He sees the wink, thinks that he's doing a bang up job, and follows along with. Doesn't take it quite correctly. But he's just following right behind. What? He's gone. Is he at the door? What?
My goodness. Look at this here. It looks like this circle's been altered. He sent himself away.
Well, I didn't know he could do that.
I mean,
Real quick,
I'm as
roll me
surprised as you.
roll me deception for sure.
You got it, boss sauce. 29.
Wow, man, something Baggy's good at.
Mistress of lies.
Absolutely. He goes, I won't even pretend to understand these runes here. But he was, from what I understand, a lich. And so, I suppose he just banished himself? Like, he just went back? He had something... So he was tethered here, and I'm just trying to connect the dots here.
You see the color drain from Baggy's face when she hears he was a lich. Just...
See Crowdenheim too, kind of just like lowers his hat a bit.
Dang, well, yeah, that's crazy. Liches are crazy powerful. It's wild the stuff they can do, for sure. Well, hey.
Right, it's why I didn't want to get on his bad side, or, it's why we needed to talk with him before, doing anything too big, I guess.
Hey, I would say, though, that this leaves y'all in charge of this facility now. If he's gone, no word on ever coming back. You guys are your own bosses now.
So I'm
Power to the people, baby.
I'm like the head hog, the boss man.
I mean, only one I think left here that really outranks y'all is Fenro, and I don't know if he has any intent of like taking this over. So I think that would make y'all.
Fenro! He immediately starts booking it down the hall.
Baggy's just gonna go over to Crownham and. Oh Jesus!
God, yeah.
Oh, jeez,
We'll resolve over here first. Right. It appears you did us all quite the favor.
I mean, I hope. You can only get away with fooling like extremely powerful magical entities so many times before it bites you in the ass, you know?
Right. Right. I imagine he's not gone for good, if I know anything about liches.
Yeah, so we should. I'm gonna have to be looking into phylacteries now, huh? Well, anyway, I need just like a moment. Tell me if you need help finding anything, and Baggy's just gonna like walk over to the wall and prop up against the wall.
You see he has a number of like alchemic components like along the inline on his jacket, and he pulls out one vial that is kind of metallic, and he just goes, it's just vodka, if you'd like.
Yeah, actually, that sounds good. Baggy's gonna take
one,
some.
and he first takes a sip himself. He lifts up his mask slightly and then hands it over. All right, I'm going to try to sort through all this.
Sounds good.
And yes, Fenro, you hear, before he even gets there, probably as soon as he opens up these doors, Fenro! Fenro! Fenro!
You're talking to me? You're looking for me?
Fenro! Fenro!
Yeah.
Sir! Fenro! My whisper! Hello, greetings, and how are you?
Not great.
And he does a little bow with like a hand on his heart and like one hand on his hip.
What's the deal with being all formal now?
What do you mean? Fenro, would you like whisper Curtis, Whisper Fenro.
You can call me whatever you want. Just
Call you whatever.
you don't mind, like, move over to the side a little bit.
Move.
I'll call you
still
late
call
for
my
dinner.
sister.
Right. Okay. And he steps back, and then like takes another step back, and then looks at you. Is it this? One more. I can.
You don't have to go that far.
Okay. Right. So, I was wondering, who will you be placing in charge of this place once once you all are gone?
Oh, I suppose you're asking me since I'm, I guess, the highest ranking one left.
That is right. And he does the bow again.
I thought Kim Gravin's gone. I mean,
At
it
this,
seems like a pretty
Hollyhock,
dangerous.
Hollyhock says, Kim Grivin, he's gone? Yes,
yeah,
he's
did
gone.
you hear? Oh, he just disappeared or something? I heard Crowdenheim yelling about it. I guess he just left.
He went home.
He just left? What do you mean? He's a...
I didn't hear his reasoning. You'd have to ask, I guess whoever was there, Cape, Baggi, Kim Grivin, not Kim Grivin, Crowdenheim.
Hell, I just go ask him.
You see as like Cape steps forward and like pushes Hollyhock back a bit. Stop bothering Whisper Curtis. He's gone, and that's all that matters. He's gone. He was.
Yeah, idea.
And Hollyhock just gives him like the most, just bewildered. Had enough of your garbage look, and steps back and just goes, right. I'll ask the others when they get back.
Yeah, but hey, if they're gone, I don't really have any use for this facility necessarily. I don't think. Let me talk with all my buddies around here, and if there ain't anything too dangerous left around here, we might want to. Actually, I just thought about it. There's that giant spider down there that's fogging your minds. We might not want to leave you around here. It might be best to just leave this place abandoned.
Oh, right. Oh, you're right. I stay here, get a good position, or leave and get my memories back. And he starts like he moves over here and just starts pacing back and forth. Well, it could be good to have position and power, but I mean, look at me. I could get that anywhere. Or getting away could be nice. Get away from the cold. He's just like rambling to himself, like stepping back and
not
forth.
just get away. Wait a second, Cape, buddy. Or what did I name you?
Yes. Whisper Curtis. He does the bow again.
Whisper Curtis.
What did I name him again?
Clint Marshall.
Hey, Clint, listen, so, this place, it's a... I think it'd be best for anybody here to get out. There's nothing left here. You could reintegrate with the society. People will be a little shocked to see, like, our little ghostly faces, but, hey, they get used to it. It's pretty nice out there. I think you'd like it.
Out there. Hot dog, I'm in.
Diggity dog.
And he says, all right, okay, I guess, well, enough with the formalities then. I was only doing that, I'm sure you didn't notice, that it was only because I was wanting the position, but there it is.
Oh, I had no idea. That's it. Wow.
Yes,
You're quite the actor.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure I'll remember that I took the finest of acting classes or something. It'll be good to remember things.
It's got to be somewhere in that past years. Whew, I was fully convinced you, maybe had, some sort of new you just wanted to try out a new way of talking or something? I'm not sure. It just didn't feel like an act to me.
I mean, I can still call you Whisper Curtis and do the bows and stuff.
No, please. Fenro's fine.
All right. Good.
Well, with all that out of the way, I guess we want to... Actually, your big pal over there is he still unconscious? He's doing all right?
I'm sure he's fine for the most part.
Can I check, like, how he's doing, vital signs and stuff?
Yeah, go ahead. Walk over, give me a medicine check.
Okay.
And
I have just a 5 in that because of my wisdom.
Oh, nice. And sure enough, like, you imagine, like, you must have maybe even been trained with medicine at some point. Either that, or maybe it came from just experience on the farm. It's unclear exactly where it came from, but you do have, like, in your mind a pretty good understanding of the humanoid anatomy and, you know, the ability to check on people's vital signs, yeah, and assess their needs in an emergency, and sometimes even deeper, like as far as illnesses and such. But neither here nor there. This is just a dude, a big guy that's been knocked out.
Yeah.
You see, you know, though he took quite the beating, you see, like, there's some of his flesh is a little bit charred from the light, from Rod's guiding bolt. The ice is on his elbow is still staying a little bit frozen from the chilled touch of Baggi. But you assess that he'd probably wake up by the end of the short rest. So within the hour, he would probably wake up, and you hear him breathing.
Okay, so he's at least stable and being a good boy, taking
Indeed.
a little nappy.
Not rolling death saves, yeah. And with that medicine check, you stabilize him yourself, I would say.
Okay, cool. Well,
so it is good that you checked on him.
Yeah. Your friend seems to be doing all right, but we might want to wait till he wakes up so we can get him and everybody else out of here.
Yes. Right. You all need to figure out these runic whatchamacallits? The teal flame, right?
Yes. It'd be nice if we could figure out some, like, I guess, recipe for it.
All right, good. And with that, we are going to come over here. I just want to ask Bodhi and Nick, what are Fine and Sawyer doing in this time?
Looking at the spider.
I mean,
Well, I attune. After we're done with the spider, I attune to my little halberd. So I guess I'm just kind of fiddling with that.
Nice, getting a feel for it.
While he's fiddling with that, I'm just like after I'm done drawing the spider, I'm just like not drawing out the layout, but like just cataloging every room that we've been in, like the ones that I've been aware of. Maybe there's like ones I don't know about that Fine didn't enter, but like just everything that he went through, because like he didn't write anything ever since he entered the dungeon, so like he fucking loves writing, so he's just gonna write a bunch of shit.
My question is, so I was trying to attune to my little sickle. Did it get interrupted by Fenro? Fenro?
It did get interrupted, but you can pick up where you left off. I would give you that. Yeah.
Good.
But it was one of those moments where, like, you are holding the weapon, pushing your focus intently towards it, kind of meditating like on its attributes, letting the magic from it sort of flow from its hilt into you and back out. Really assessing what this thing can do, and that is the moment when he rushed in, completely broke your focus. Make me a Constitution check.
Saving throw or just check?
Sorry, saving throw. Yes.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh! You're gonna have to restart. It
That's okay.
broke your concentration, and you weren't able to pick it back up.
I think he's just gonna accept the fact and
Fenro!
continue later.
Good deal.
Fenro!
I'll leave it though in your in the journal though.
Yeah, I'll be doing it like at the next rest we have.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
question about the functionalities of halberds.
Okay, shoot.
Too bad.
It may be thrown.
They're not a javelin. I think you've asked this before.
I think they
I don't
can
think I
be,
have.
but it would technically be an improvised weapon.
It may be thrown over 500 feet.
Jesus.
Now that
Why
absolutely
500?
yes.
Because it teleports to me whenever it gets out of a 500-foot radius of me. So it makes for the perfect throwing weapon.
I see.
Let me check on it real quick.
Oh, buddy, how far does your bow fire?
Like
Yeah.
300 max, I think.
Yeah, you got that.
Let me check.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's like way more for you have the oath bow. It's 600 at your disadvantage.
Oh yeah, 600. Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
I think 300 is short bow shit, not long bow.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
300's like short bow. I think.
I could probably throw that with like a running start.
With a running start?
320 is for short bow. So yeah, that's what you're.
Yeah, that's what I was
Good
thinking.
Good thing this ain't a bow.
It would take some doing.
Yeah, I can do it farther than a bow.
You can use it as a.
No help required.
Yeah, but can you do it farther than a bow D?
Oh! Oh! That was a good one.
That one sucked. I hate you.
Fuck you.
But I do see what you're getting at, Nick, and I imagine like it could be, what you could do is like impale it on someone, or like, or hurl it at someone, and then you run away and like fly and get like 500 feet away from them, escape, and then it would return to you. But unfortunately, like as far as combat abilities go, it's not like there is a weapon that actually does that, where you can toss it, it hits them, and then like whips back to you.
Nick, there is an artificer infusion that's exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then I can throw a halberd and do that?
I think it has to be applied to a weapon with the thrown property. If I remember right. Artificer...
Anything in the air is a thrown property, I mean...
No, there's specific weapons so that you can't do wacky shit. Yeah, returning weapon is the thing, and it's prerequisite a simpler martial weapon with the thrown property. You actually can't throw weapons without the thrown property past like a range of, I think it's like 5 feet, and you have a disadvantage making that attack.
But like Sawyer's
not
like
actually using them.
Sawyer's like really athletic though.
Yeah, what if it's not throwing it and it's instead just dropping it really
but
far?
like really precisely.
And really far, yeah.
No, because it's gonna have deviation. You're not gonna be able to aim with that shit.
Yo,
But yeah,
deviation.
there is an infusion for thrown weapons that literally allows you to throw it and it teleports back to your hand after you throw it.
Fog.
Anyway, BRB.
Right on.
I'm actually gonna grab some French toasted real quick. One sec.
Cool.
French toast sticks?
Oh, okay. I thought you said some French toasted, and I was like, what is?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What does that mean? But French toast sticks would make more sense.
It does make more sense, but I don't know if I want it to make more sense. I want him to be speaking nonsense.
That's fair. That's fair.
No,
Yeah,
you guys heard me correctly the first time.
Nice.
No, it's French toasted. I meant toasted French cinnamon French toast. Cereal.
Oh, cinnamon toast crunch.
That one. Yep.
Nice.
Don't know where I got the French from.
I know. Cinnamon toast, French toast.
Okay.
I feel like I did
Got his
actually have a
compliment.
legitimate question regarding the game, but I already forgot.
Oh man. If it comes back to you, let me know.
Ugh, fuck.
And Bodhi, so I know Finewynn is definitely going to be journaling and yeah, keeping track
Now
of
that
all the wackiness that has unfolded. You know, the maybe even documenting some of the cool parts of the battle with this blue ethereal giant, the discovery of this massive creature, the conversations with the massive retriever guardian at the front, the puzzles. Yeah, I mean he's writing down everything. Going through, marking like the parts that he feels is most important. Highlighting stuff. But is there anything during this time that you would like to ascertain, or anything that Finewynn is trying to think of or figure out? In other words, like, is there any kind of check that Finewynn wants to do?
Honestly, like in the roleplay thing, his mind is very preoccupied with the big spider, which we kind of like did the role for last session. I can't think of like anything else, honestly, because like before then there was like some other stuff probably, but like the spider is just like too much, for him to like not think about right now, I guess. So he's just. And also right now I just can't think of anything, so I'm just using that as an thing. But yeah,
No, it's all right. I mean, it makes sense. The implications of this creature is something that would, I mean, it would. I think it would garner Finewynn's attention. Keep it there for a time. I think my main question was like, within that, was there any specifics that you wanted to try to think of or figure out? But if there's nothing for now, that's okay.
Yeah, right now.
How many legs does it have?
Whew, that's a toughie.
I'd rather not know, honestly, with me being like that arachnophobic.
Indeed.
I don't even want to imagine it.
There is something that Sawyer wants to do, though, now that I'm finally out of that League game.
Okay.
So we're gonna head. Was there anything Finewynn wanted to do before I do that?
No.
Okay. So we're gonna head over to Fenro and whisper, because he overheard Cape talking to him. Hey, Coleman's here, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I am listening respectfully.
Hey, Fenro, if you told him to give me one of his guns, you think he'd listen? Or I guess more asked if I could have one?
Well, to be honest, at this point, I think he's trying to get the whole facility to himself. So I don't know.
I think he's got a lot of guns. He could spare one. You're doing me a solid.
Rod's gonna grab Fenro's shoulder and just shake his head with panic in his eyes.
Rod doesn't hear this.
I'm right next to you.
And I'm whispering. I'm whispering.
We're kissing.
Yo, what do you think we were doing? You just walked up to us, man.
We're kissing in front of
knocked
my
or anything.
sister's grave, dumbass.
It was a really passionate moment.
Oh.
You'd have to be there.
Is that a
Oh,
no?
Listen, he only had one gun, right?
But he made
Or
it
were there
sound like he
multiple?
has a. He made it sound like he has a collection.
You saw him draw one gun.
Okay.
But he made it sound like he has more.
Yeah, especially the you saw him. But I guess the real question is I'm not gonna ask if you can have one. But Finro's gonna walk over and just be like, "Hey, Glad, or Clint,
That's me.
yeah, that's right. Listen, you want Sawyer over here? He's a big gun fanatic. Or like
As you can
just
tell by
machining.
my monkey gun.
Yeah,
He
he's
raises
just
an
wondering
eyebrow.
where you got yours, or where he could get one like it.
Admiring my pistol, and he whips it out and spins it a bit, tosses it up in the air, and then catches and holsters it once
Is
again.
it impressive?
Then shoots Rod.
It was.
no hesitation. Just whoops it out and just shoots
You're
him.
talking about this one?
Hang on.
No.
To be fair, yeah, it was pretty cool.
That one means he actually shoots Rod.
Well, yeah, that one.
It wouldn't specifically be Rod. I'd roll a d3.
Sawyer's eyes light up when he does that.
I don't know where I got them. But I assume out in the world you could find guns, right? Are they? I mean, they're still guns, right? Right?
If I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen one other than like a kind of like toy one that one of our pals has. But yeah, I'm sure they're somewhere.
Right. If there's a toy gun, probably regular guns. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Is
But
yours
yes,
for sale?
Is mine for sale? Roll me
Is it like a sentimental item?
persuasion.
I'm asking a question. Damn. Is my -1 charisma?
He says, I don't know yet if I have sentimental attachment to it, other than I think it's pretty cool and I have quite the skill with my trigger finger. And I couldn't bear to part with it. I can give you your grapple gun back.
Yeah, I think you'd like that one. What if I trade you my heavy crossbow, which is like a gun, but it shoots a different kind of ammo?
You see, his chin goes back into folds as he as he retracts.
It's not actually that heavy, and I got a light crossbow if you wanted to. I think I got him.
You see Haliok walks over and says, do you need aid with combat gear?
What?
Do you need additional equipment? Are you?
I wouldn't say I need it. I just think it's really cool, and I'd really like to have it.
I see. Well, he'd be a tough one to bargain with, I'd say. And he pats he pats Clint's shoulder. And Clint like brushes it off and goes, yes, that is true. When it comes to guns, yes.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like them? They're pretty cool. Especially since, it's basically just like a spell in your hand.
I just thought of an I'm not gonna scam Kate, but I just thought of an easy scam I can do.
Okay.
I just trade my retriever leg for anything and then walk out.
Trade your retriever leg for anything?
I mean, anything of equal value or less, and then just walk out. And once I'm 500 feet away, it just comes back to me.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah, no, that's a scam you can pull.
I'm not gonna do it to Cape because I like Cape.
But you will do it.
To someone I might not know, yeah.
Just keep in mind there are repercussions for doing something like that.
Not if I don't know him.
Indeed.
Just
Like
like
the
real life.
repercussions only being that, like, if you see that person again, or if you go back there, they'll be pissed.
You'll never go
What?
back there.
No.
Wait, Mitch, is it, hold on, actually, let me see the sheet, see if you put, yep, it's rare. So I could just keep getting infinite gold glitch.
It's not an infinite gold glitch.
Yeah, it is, I just keep selling it for 5,000 GP.
And just traveling, like, all throughout the land? What do you mean?
Yeah, or I keep
feel
putting
like
on it, I keep putting on a different disguise.
Gaining a reputation of
Of villainy.
thievery,
No,
which
I
will
do-
eventually
I figured out-
spread, and people
No,
will
I
find
do
out
a
what a
different
retriever leg
disguise.
is.
I do a different disguise every time.
I figured out.
Or,
I figured out a
wait,
con.
and even...
Or until you come
Never
across the one guy that does know what a retriever leg is, and
He's like,
So
Wait
that
a
sets you
second,
up.
you're trying to
I tell him,
scam me.
I tell him I'm not attuned.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I could
alright.
just go to pool tables and then tell people I'm bad at pool and then bet money on it and then actually be good at pool. It's infinite money.
Wait,
You'll
that's
never
true.
figure it out.
That's so
And nobody
good.
will ever get mad at me or put a bounty on my head for my life.
No, why would they?
It's just a game.
If you say you're bad at pool and they take the money bet, they're the dumb one.
Yeah, what if I go up to a pool table, say I'm bad at like GeoGuessr, and then play pool?
I'm bad at pool.
They'll
and I
never-
put a $100 bill on a
They'll
table.
never know what's gonna hit them.
There's
I'm
a
actually
correlation.
really good at GeoGuessr.
99% of people who are bad at GeoGuessr are also bad at pool.
GeoGuessr?
We're talking about running scams.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me?
Well, it started with Nick. Nick talked about how since it is a reappearing weapon, you can leave it or sell it and then run away and it'll return to you, thus creating an infinite money loop. But what we were trying to get across is that this is still like a role play game, not exactly just a video game, right? It's not like an exploit. I would stop you from doing that. just so you know.
That is something I can literally do in real life if I had a teleporting thing and barter systems
But
were
you would
still
get-
existed.
you would
it
get
is
a
something
notification.
to do. It's just like it's
They put the connection that you're selling this shit, and then it keeps.
They're like,
But I guess,
this
yeah,
dude keeps
I
selling
retract-
this thing called a retriever leg.
I retract what I said when I said I wouldn't let you do it. I would let you do it, but there would be like as in real life with like hustling, there would be.
Wait, but here's what would happen.
I do it in like dark alleys, wearing a disguise with people who I told to meet up at a location instead of like an official shop, like an underground like black market dealer kind of deal.
Are they just
I
gonna?
feel like
Are they gonna
Those
be like?
guys-
unless you.
No,
put
my
the
question
party
is,
in as soon as we find out, we're gonna start ratting you out, though.
Dude, those guys, the black market guys,
I'll split the profit. You guys could also start like turning it in.
those black market guys are super forgiving and understanding. So those are the people where you really want to do that too.
I think, well, how's the black market guy gonna notify the police? Like,
You're right. They wouldn't notify the police. You're absolutely correct.
It's so nice of them, dude.
They won't even tell you
Don't even
anything.
talk to other peaceful about it, you know?
No.
They just sneak
No,
into the bedroom
I
in the
like
middle
this
of the
idea
night
that
and then
Nick
put
is
the fucking
going up to
leg.
these people and they're like, so what are you selling? And he's just like, oh yeah, this is just a cool sword I got. I'm like, okay, what's it worth? What does it do?
What it does isn't just that. That's just a
I
very
just
small
realized
thing.
there's
In
also an
addition,
inherent flaw. You would have to get out of the range to a place where they wouldn't be able to track you down within an hour, because if they spend the hour to attune to it, you now lose it forever and they have it.
you
It
can
would no
attune to
longer
something that's
return.
already attuned.
Yeah, they can break your attunement by attuning.
Yeah, you
to
just
it.
Well,
give it to them
it's
and
just
then take the money
500
and just
feet.
fucking run.
If I
Just
Bro,
fucking
I could
bolt.
run
if I
500
leave
feet
town,
in like
yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, if I leave town like directly after, I'm good.
Yeah, but
No, they're
here's
gonna
the
be like,
thing. You do
here's
it
the
too
deal.
close, they know exactly like
What,
where
you
were. They
secretly
can divine you
train
pretty
poodles?
easily.
No, the thing
Yo,
would disappear and
you
they'd just be like,
serious?
oh darn. Ain't that the worst?
Wait,
I hate it when that
They'll be like,
happens.
man-
Does anybody here know disguise self?
No.
I do know disguise self, and when you know it, it works on myself.
No, I'm saying you help
Oh,
out with
no.
the scam. We split the profit. You disguise as someone they never expect, or someone who can't be connected to us. Easy.
And those people stay in that business for a long time because they're stupid gullible. That's how they stay
Everybody
alive.
knows.
These are just stupid. Everybody gets
I
one up on
know.
Earth.
Okay. Tell me that Baggi just keeps disguising as Golden Tail members and selling this thing off. It will never come back to us. How will that ever come back to us?
This is how people rob banks. There's no way, dude. They would never know.
No. Give me a real. No, you are making fun of me, but give me a scenario. Give me a
Nick,
scenario.
Because, Nick, there is such a thing as true sight, which is not extremely hard to have, that can pierce through illusion. And if you're talking about people buying black market goods, 90% chance you're going to have someone to verify everything is
That
on
is
the up and
actually
up
true.
before they
It
put
doesn't
it
have to. It doesn't have to be black market anymore if we're using disguise. And
Well, you know, they
I'm
don't even have to
saying,
do
Sell
that.
it to
They
people.
all-
Sell it to people who don't have true sight.
All they have to do, literally all they have to do is be like, hey, you know what? We know about these. You're going to sit here for an hour while we get our boys to attune to this. Just, nothing happens.
And then the boy runs away.
Yeah, no. If Baggi sells it, her sitting there won't do anything. I can
You're
still
assuming
run.
I'm even going to sell it.
I'm saying in a scenario that we did this, it
You
would
just leave
work.
Baggy there to get stabbed once he disappears.
They just stab Baggi.
We're
They're
getting to
just
the-
going to disappear. Like, okay, now we got to find him. And, kill all his friends.
They leave
think,
Baggi. Why would they attack Baggi? It's not hers.
I think we've played this scenario out as much as we need to, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Now back into the game. Right, yeah. Yeah, we know what a Bodhi's doing. Is everybody else just finishing out the long rest, or the short rest?
Yeah. Yes, and also I will be right back. My keys are ready.
Okay, good deal. Yeah.
So we can keep running over the scenario.
At the end of the short rest, you hear as Jumbo wakes up.
Oh, hey there, buddy. How you feeling?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay, right? Cape?
Yes, everything's fine now, Jumbo, and you did a great job, too. I'm very proud of you.
He goes, really? Well, thanks, Cape. And he goes to place a massive hand on top of him. And Cape goes, wait. And you see as he just kind of gets smushed into the ground. It's not you can tell it didn't hurt him, but he's trapped under the hand now.
Yeah.
What he
Until he, lifts it back up.
Very good, Jumbo. Very good.
Mitch,
Yes.
when Cape walked past Sawyer, can he make an attempt to just take off like a small fabric from his cape?
Do you want to take
Like
some
a-
of his cape?
Like a small fabric.
Okay.
Like a quarry, one might say.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand. 15. All right, we'll see. We'll see if he catches you. Anyone else is welcome to, or I guess no. We go off of passive perception. So yeah, you're able to snip off a little bit. Is anybody's passive perception above 15?
Mine is
Baggi's.
50.
Mine probably is.
I mean,
I
those
would
nearby.
say pretty much there should
Yeah,
be
mine's
3
15.
people on this team that have minimum 15.
Mine's
Yeah.
14.
All right,
Oh.
cool. Just want to keep track of, Fenro. You do notice this as
Well, it has to be above
quick as can
15.
be. You pull out like a little shear and kind of grab onto the bottom and just kind of huck
Mine is
huck a little bit
yours,
off of
that's
there
fine.
and slip it into one of your pockets.
Fenro's
Not gonna lie,
not gonna say anything.
Not gonna lie, that wasn't the way I imagined doing it, but that's funny to imagine. I managed to bring out a pair of shears without him noticing.
Not a pair of shears, dude. Like I'm talking like a knife, like a
Oh,
small
I thought
knife.
I thought you said I brought out shears, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Nah,
I think he
Well,
said
wait.
you sheared off a part of it.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Wait,
I
Yeah.
just
what
thought
did
that was
Sawyer
funny.
just do?
I guess like to shear
Took a bit
something,
of his
it
cape.
would have to be
Yeah.
with shears, right? Or
I mean-
can you shear something without? Like,
Well,
Cape's
I'm literally taking if
That's
there's like a
fucked up.
string like sticking off, like that counts.
Yeah, it's like
That's
his
what I'm
whole
thinking.
identity. Come on, man.
That's fucked up, bro. He literally named himself out of that article of clothing, and you're gonna take it from him? Fucked up.
but you try to. I'm sure you made it a clean cut. And yeah, you have a bit of his cape. It's like it's a
Fuck
little
yeah.
purpley sparkle to it.
Bet.
What is going on? Need me feel grave? He points to Adley's grave.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to fill it back up, go ahead. That'd actually be pretty nice. Thank you.
Uh-oh, God's thundering. Watch out, guys.
Sorry about that.
No,
it
you're
just
good.
comes out of me
God is
sometimes.
I heard it
angry.
on my side too. Don't worry, it's here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's.
We live close enough.
yeah.
We live in smooching distance. You watch your mouth.
Oh, I'll be watching it closely. Wink. You see, Jumbo.
Blink.
Jumbo
No.
nods, smiles, and hoists himself up to move past Cabe. And yeah, sure enough, he's able to fill it very quickly after he grabs the door and latches it back up. And before you know it, like before you know it, it's already said and done.
Hey, thanks, big guy.
You're welcome.
So, listen, I don't know if you heard. Oh man, I'm blanking on their name. Not Jumbo, not Cape. The last skeleton,
Hollywood?
Hollyhock?
Mm-hmm.
Hollyhock. We're gonna be headed out of here. I don't think we need to stay around. There's this thing fogging all of our redead minds or reborn minds, so I think it'd just be best for us to get out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What, you mentioned there was another one here, right? There are 4 graves after all. So, where's the last one?
Yeah, Diggy. He's below.
He's digging the spider.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
he's in charge of collecting the materials from the spider that we need for these. And he points at the ring on his chest, the necklace.
all right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and get him. And we all ready to get out of here?
Assuming
Yeah,
your friends have completed their task, right?
Yeah. We'll catch up with them. Make sure.
All right. They say, just give me a little bit to walk around one last time.
Yeah, of course. And I just want to ask one more time. I know I asked this last time. These fires, they're not like actual like torches you can carry, or are they? Like, could I just yoink one out of the ground and take it with me?
If only. They are meshed with the ground. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Wait.
I mean,
wait,
with
though,
with
wait,
enough
though.
yoinking.
Could you like sledgehammer break them at the thing? You have
Yeah,
someone
could
who's
I-
good at crafting. Can you
Yeah.
like?
What?
Yeah, you.
Can I make an attempt to just
Huh?
like pry it off the floor with my anchor?
Yes. Yes, you can. I would say, so give me a athletics check. You're looking to beat a because this is with precision to it's because you're trying to like yank this thing off, but without destroying it, right?
Yeah.
So there will need to be a like a process to make that happen. Like, explain to me what are you guys doing to make sure it doesn't just fall and crash?
Can I catch
how
it?
tall are these?
Mage hand.
Are they like waist high?
Yeah, waist high.
So in
About the height
theory,
of a
it's
sink.
just the top that has the runes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could like hit it in the middle, and it would still work and be portable.
Yes.
So I don't have to pry it off the ground. I thought it was like an oil lamp.
Nah. But the main thing I was mentioning is that if you bust the middle part, what are you doing to stop it from then falling and breaking?
All right, Fenro's gonna hold up the top.
All
Fenro's
right.
gonna just grab a hold of the top and ask very politely, Rod.
I understand.
All right.
All right. Wait, somebody has
Sorry,
mage hand, doesn't
can't
they?
help myself.
Yeah, no, I was about to ask.
This is way cooler,
I literally
though.
am telekinetic.
Yeah, we're doing some Boy Town
Mage
stuff.
Hand wouldn't be able to put up to the force you're putting on it. Mage Hand has a very limited amount of power.
Oh, that's true.
I
That's true.
do have a question. Mage hand can lift stuff, right?
Yeah, with a
Is
weight
there-
limit.
Okay, yes, but is there like a limit about the type of something a mage hand can lift?
What do you mean?
I feel
Can
we've
I?
talked
Because
about this.
Yeah, I feel like we have.
like my hand could pick up like a thing like whatever fuel it would be that has fire on it, and it would burn my hand. But like, could Mage Hand dig in and grab like whatever, like the dirt or whatever that he has the fire on it and carry that?
I mean, yeah. The thing is, it's not gonna be able to hold it well, but they can pick up stuff without getting hurt because it technically doesn't have any sort of health bar or anything. You just got to keep it within the limits of the fact that it can attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds, and it has to be within 30 feet of you.
I could just carry the fire with me.
Yeah, but I feel like we want to get the runes off the top.
For the
Anyway.
duration of 1 minute, as soon as that minute's up, that hand's gone and you drop the fire.
See, all I was thinking is that way.
Cast it.
I don't
You know
have
what,
enough
dudes
time
rock.
to recast it.
You
Okay.
also
not before
notice
the timer was
that
up.
with your when you put your hand in and pull out, you don't take the flame with you. It cleanses your hand.
It's magic.
And then you pull it out. Fenro showed that you can burn. Like you can burn a torch with the same fire, but it's or a candle as he had. But it's it's under a time limit.
I'm just trying to. I'm thinking like if we have the actual like base with the runes on it still, we might be able to like, or
Yeah.
whatever like they use to light the torch. Like if there's some sort of powder or something in there, we scrape it and do an analysis, take it to the lab. You know.
I think
do
y'all are
something.
on a good path of just yoinking that out.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I'm so
Wait,
careful.
All right,
I have a
Fenro's
quick-
holding up.
careful.
Fenro is holding the top and trusting Rod.
I have another question about the functions of runes in D&D.
Okay.
Let's.
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Appreciate that. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll. Yeah, just with the anchor.
Oh. Okay.
Boom.
There's a
Wait,
24 hit.
Wait, what?
Why did Finro roll this?
What's his case?
Do you have access to Finro?
He does. He does.
Yo,
I
why
did-
is
I did
everyone
that
have
on
access
purpose.
to
I did
those
that.
to me?
That's so funny.
I do that on purpose last session, and it
Nathaniel,
was
please, I beg you.
because it was
I
funny.
beg you, add his name to the sheet. Add his name
I don't know
to
how
the
to.
sheet.
I don't know how to do that.
Something
Go to
just
the
came over
cog
Fenro.
on the top page, and then on the third box on that cog, it's just where is it? Add name to template. And
Don't
then
listen to her.
This is a
She's
whole
lying to
sheet?
you.
I don't need that.
add character name to templates. Turn it on, please.
No, I
Don't-
I
don't-
I was just
don't
doing
listen
it for
to her.
funny. I don't want that. That's too much work.
Yeah, it's not his character sheet. He shouldn't be editing it.
Oh, I didn't say
Yeah.
that now. What I did say is that that's a lot of work.
All right, so you rend the anchor back. Immediately, like the bottom is completely shattered. It slams against all the crumblies and bits of the base smash against the wall. Fenro, roll me a athletics check. See if you can hang on to it.
Okay. Athletics. All right, I feel like that's probably pretty good.
With a
Yeah, we
19.
did okay.
If not, just let me know.
With a 19, you feel the impact. Maybe your left side dips a little bit downwards, but you
Do I need a 20?
no, you got it.
Okay.
You got it. Again,
You were
as
crushed under the weight.
I said, like your left side dips down a bit. The impact was a little more than you were expecting,
Yeah.
and from there, you're holding it. It's heavy as hell. Straining
Oh,
to keep it up.
hey, Jumbo!
Yeah.
Could you give me a hand with this?
Okay. And he puts one hand under and like pulls it to his stomach. He's got it. He's got it in one palm.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Well,
Yeah, that's
You're welcome.
It's a little heavy for little old me. And I'm used to being the big guy in the group. Most of the time. Baggy every once in a while turns big, but
You're
we don't
not
really worry
little.
about that.
Cape little. You see, Cave like looks around the corner.
He's not wrong.
What about that? You said there was a dwarf down there. What about him?
Diggy. Slit. Diggy little. You see, he's trying to process and like come up with a word that's smaller than little, and he couldn't do it.
He just got slittle.
Yep, indeed.
All right. Well, if you don't mind carrying that around, or at least helping us carry it to the entrance, that'd actually be very helpful.
Leave burial room?
Oh, have you not even been out of this room?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. There's a
Can
lot
he
more out there.
Can he even fit out of this room?
Can he?
It's a tight squeeze, but he can. Or rather, it's a tight squeeze in the halls.
Yeah. Well, hey, let me tell you, this room is pretty large, but once you're out in the open, it's actually much bigger. There's going to be a lot more room for you to get around and do whatever you want to do.
Do what? Do what?
Yeah. You know, like, you just run around, have some fun, ride a big horse or something.
Run? Big horse?
Yeah, there's got to be big horses.
Sound fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, then on that note, I guess let's go around, make sure everybody's got what they need to.
Can I ask my question about the rune real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So with runes, setting them up, is it just essentially knowing the right combination of runes to write, and then just activating it with magic?
For what you're trying to set up, yeah, you'd need to know the right combination to set it up.
So if we like wrote down exactly the runes that we saw and then copied it down and like made the runes later, we could essentially mimic it.
Yeah, assuming there's not any like tether pieces or anything we're missing, any special ingredientes. That's why we had a Finewynn copy the runes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to, because I don't know I'm trying to understand how runes work.
Yeah. And then taking the thing is my extra precaution, just in case there are like those ingredients or anything in there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, that's all I wanted to ask.
Speaking of which, we'll cut back over to the head room.
It's in here somewhere. I think I've got it. There is two things here that I believe we'll want to look over. Here, this one. You take this one.
All right. Baggi takes whatever he's handing her.
He hands over to you a much smaller scroll, or not a smaller scroll, but not a book, but a scroll. And you unfurl it, and on there appear to be instructions for the construction of what is called a planar default. And you see in the images, everything's in abyssal, but the images look exactly like the necklaces that the reborns are wearing.
Okay. Tether pieces, kind of figured that.
So that I believe is an explanation of how to put those together and what they're for. Over here is a similar one, but this is documenting the process of figuring out how to cleanse the abyssal corruption.
And that's
Here,
the one we need.
I don't know many. I don't know much abyssal, but I know the words for abyss, which is pretty clear, and this other one I believe is some kind of word for right, ruin or corruption or something along those lines.
Yes.
That's good, and that's where we need them, yeah. I'm gonna look over that one specifically, see if I think it can be done with just runes or if there's like extra pieces I need to find.
Roll me investigation.
Yeah, sure thing. Also, are there any of these guys on them?
A couple.
Good. Investigation, you said.
It's like a WikiHow page, pretty much.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
What about
7.
a wiki feet page?
Damn.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh man. There are no feet to be seen here.
No!
Correct.
I quit.
The Bag, it is a little tough that it's all in abyssal. And so the way it's written is a little bit wiggly, for lack of a better term. But the images that you're seeing appear to be, you know, judging off of just the runes themselves, you see the process of creating the regular, the regular cleansing circle, right? The one that makes water flow. See the same thing that you were expecting, where it appears to be shifted into bringing forth fire instead of water. And there's the switch from the fire's property being of burning to healing. What's next is the interesting part to you, which is those attunement runes, those celestial ones. It appears that there's an item that is placed in the center of the flame. It appears to be something that in the image, it looks to be some kind of silver wool. But you see off to the side there are multiple things like numbered. So maybe there's something to that, like there's multiple items that would work. But from there, those runes seem to flare in light and connect to that centerpiece and consume it, at which point the flame turns teal in the image.
Alright, and then I'm assuming there's like abyssal instructions on the side.
There are.
Okay.
Wiggly instructions.
Good thing we got some people that can read that then, because I have no idea
Who are you talking about?
specifically what
Jesus.
I'm looking for here. I mean, I can see the pictures. I don't know specifics what I need for that, though. You feel me, Crownheim?
Yes.
By the way, do you want your bottle back? It's kind of all gone now, but, like, you can have the bottle back if you want.
I wouldn't like the bottle back. Thank you.
He says,
There was one more thing. It just appeared to be different from the rest of the stuff strewn across here. It was saved in a compartment underneath here. You see, it's just a note. It's still in abyssal, but it does look to be like removed from everything else, which is why it seemed important.
Oh, hey, we'll just have to hand that over to either... I know Fenro speaks it. I think Fine does, too. Have one of them translate it.
all right, right on.
Anything else catch your eye in here, though, Crownheim?
Well, a number of things, but most of it is abyssal, so not exactly much to do for me. I could spend more time here, though, if it would be of help.
I mean, I think we kind of got what we need. Just gotta see on this instruction guide here for the cleansing rune, what all specifically is needed, but that's just gonna be something we're gonna have to confer with other people and get them to translate that bit. But I think we're about wrapping it up in here, it seems like.
Indeed.
Which is good, because I'll be between you, me, and the floorboards. I need a rest.
Yes. When will we be receiving the necessary rune for the transportation?
I'm hoping soon.
Just so you know, like with everyone's base knowledge of what sending looms are at this point, sending looms, the normal ones, do take some time to travel, especially if it's days travel on foot. The sending loom could probably make it there in half a day.
Oh.
Bet.
But it's some time, yeah.
Oh, so.
So we might as well just take a rest, is what you're saying.
No,
Just go
wink.
sleep.
Wink.
Well, with
I
this
guess-
knowledge,
I guess we
I
just
guess.
head back, group up, and rest up.
There's got to be like a bunks,
Night,
like a dorm section. That's
You
not
mean
the
a
holding
place
room.
with beds? It's called the holding room, baby.
I said that's not the holding room.
Well, my brain was already moving before you said that, so who's
You
fault is
imagine,
it?
Fenro, I'll give this one to you for free, but you imagine that people, the workers here didn't sleep here. And if they did, it was the classic, staying where you work and working through the night and just sleeping at your desk
Wait.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Mitch, so are you saying they commuted here?
They did.
That's actually incredibly useful, because that means there's got to be easy ways out. Like, if they're getting in here, there's, on a daily basis, there's got to be an easy way to different civilization, then, because this is not exactly nearby anything. I guess other ruins, it
now.
has been kind of like, yeah.
Indeed. Coleman, yeah. At least not now. The other thing I would say is that you did notice that middle ritual room, as well as the front guardian room, they do have circles that at least deal somewhat with transportation.
Yeah, we were gonna use the ritual room one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Alright, Crownheim, let's go find the rest of the group. Figure they're still back there.
These doors are heavy. I'd assume
Here,
so.
I got you. And just fall behind me. I'll get the doors for you.
Oh, thank you. Why are these set to be the front? There we go. Alright, sorry. Sorry, I ran into one of those trees. All good now.
You need to get your, mask adjusted, bud.
They have gotten a bit foggier as, we've traveled.
Yeah, seems like it. Well, hey, how's it going for y'all?
Oh.
Small one.
Oh, hey, big guy, you up?
Mm-hmm.
cool. Glad to hear it. Real glad to hear it.
Can you unfreeze
Fenro,
my elbow?
I mean, that'll just go away and, like, honestly, it should be any moment now.
It
Uh,
it melt. You see,
Yeah.
as like, yeah, there are like some sweat drops from the ice.
Hey, Fenro, you speak Abyssal, right?
Yeah, what's up?
You mind looking over this for me? And Baggy's gonna hand him the, like, cleansing rune circle page.
Sure. Does
Specifically, these pieces right here, and point to, like, 4 numbered pieces.
yeah, no problem. Does Wally not speak or read Abyssal? I
No.
figured him being a smart guy, he might.
I do not. Skipped that class, back in my schooling days.
Yeah, we all do that.
Yes, dealing in the abyss was, just a bit too much, right?
Yeah, I get you. I've been there. It's not a very pleasant place.
Yes, indeed. It's a bit, existential sometimes. And as a student, I felt it was best for me to study Sylvan.
Hey, well, that sounds nice. I'm sure that was a lovely time.
Indeed, it's one of the love languages.
Oh, well, you learning it for like a someone special, or just doing it for fun?
Well, my schooling days are behind me. Perhaps we can talk another time.
Right, fair enough.
Oh,
So what's the plan for now? We just taking a little nap?
Translating the
yeah.
paper, Fenro.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, paper. Let me read this up real quick.
See, like, Jumbo had almost like reached over and like tried to grab it.
Yeah, Jumbo, you read it.
Oh,
I can't
thought
make
it was
sense of this. All right, Finro's gonna read
what
it.
does it say?
all right. So you're reading the one for the planar default, right?
Yes.
No.
Huh? No. I thought that was the one you
Cleansing
me.
runes, not the planar default.
That is.
Oh,
That's what
Yeah,
that
I
is.
thought the planar default was the necklace.
No, necklace is
Oh.
called something else.
Okay.
Which
I think you said the planar default for the necklace.
I did.
Yeah, that's why.
No honking way, dude. I'm sorry.
It's
That's
okay.
why I was saying the
We
other one.
forgive you.
All right, cool. So that's the planar default, not the necklace. Gotcha. Right?
Yes. Sorry, I just remembered that my notes on the necklace are in here. Or on my phone, not on not on Roll20.
I just remembered. I left the dishwasher on.
Which
I
is a
just
good thing. my dishes
Yeah.
are getting washed.
Thank
oh
goodness.
no! Oh no! Hang on, I must fix this. My dishes must remain dirty.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
So,
Alright, shoot. I apologize. I don't recall if I gave the circlets a name yet. Oh, never mind, I did. The circlet is called a rune weave.
okay.
Okay.
A rune weave. With the planar default. So you, I'll read this out for you. It begins, a planar default is a runic circle that spawns a fire, which cleanses anything not of the plane you are on from your body. There are ways to specify planes you'd like to make exempt. It continues on.
Start with the runes required for a basic cleansing circle, conjuration based. Basic cleansing circle creates a flow of water to wash with, often found in facility restrooms. Replace the conjuration rune from the water with an evocation spell to change it to fire. Then add necromancy runes on the inner circle to filter the fire through to change it to a purifying white flame. The next part, let's see. Next, you must attune the circle to the plane known as satin, located in the first of the 7 layers in the overstitch. The materials required for this are found in satin itself. Silver wool from a sheep native to satin, a tail of a golden fox native to satin, a foot of a copper-colored rabbit native to satin, platinum bark from a metallic tree native to satin. Something from there is required. To attune the circle to this plane, place 4 items attuned to the desired planes in a diamond shape around the flame, and 1 inside. 4 adept magic casters must place hands on 1 item each and collectively ritual cast an altered version of plane shift called plane lock. Upon a magic caster failing the Arcana check, there's a warning at the bottom. Or sorry, it doesn't say Arcana check. Upon one of the magic casters failing to attune the flame to the proper plane or the desired plane, the plane shift spell fizzles, and a rift will open to that plane, resulting in a variety of outcomes depending on the plane. That is the warning at the bottom. But all that to say, it appears that last step is simply getting things that are attuned to. Specifically, this one calls for things attuned to the plane of satin, and placing them at 4 points, then 1 in the center, getting 4 adept casters around it, and collectively ritually casting something called a plane lock.
Okay. So that seems like all stuff we can find outside of this facility. Specifically in satin.
Well, and sorry, do you, as you're reading it, do you explain it to the others?
Yeah, I think I'm reading out loud.
He goes, the materials here, would they not have, some of these to make these?
You make a fair point. I don't think they would have just left it around. Like, made them and then not had any spares or backups or anything like that.
Right.
So as long as the materials haven't gone bad, I think we might want to look around.
Well, let's look for them, and then I think we can probably, after we get them, call it good here, right?
Yeah. Well,
Are you reading the other one as well?
Yeah, I think if they hand it to me, I don't think they've handed it to me. I'm sitting here sad because they haven't handed it to me.
Oh, here.
Hand you the letter.
Literally
Not the other
crying.
Here, Whisper Curtis. He does a bow. Actually, I think Wallen I think he does do that. He runs over and goes, here, Whisper Curtis, and he does like the same bow as Cape in a mock fashion.
Did he see that?
Wait, did he? Oh frick! No, he didn't.
No, what?
No, because he's in the other room still.
He's in the other room. Apologies. Never mind. He does that without knowing.
He would do that.
All right. So, a rune weave. So.
Okay.
The process here is interesting. it appears that in order to create a rune weave, you need a number of things. You need hair from the creature, right, in the ice. You need wood from an abyssal tree. You need to carve runes within the bark once you've fashioned it into a circle. And then you need something placed at the center to hook the hairs to. And the rune weave itself is designed. You see a few notes about like the research that was put into it. But I won't bore you with the details. Essentially, they found a way.
Can you take Nick into the box of stupid and bore him specifically with the details?
Yes. With me.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. we can go back.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
I'm back.
Welcome
It was
back.
just a bit. Oh, here, I'll drag him back. There you are.
I jerk. Yeah.
Hey, help.
You could switch back. I thought you would on your own.
I
Apologies.
thought it would be rude.
Anyway.
So they'd found a way by using these trees that appeared to spawn. It looked like after they had found the creature, right? Once they had cleared out enough area near the creature, these trees started to just sprout all over the place. Thankfully not within the facilities, but like in the areas that were dug out specifically. These abyssal trees, apparently whatever month that they were grown in, it was believed that would be the month that the reborn would come back. This was far into the research and far into the work that was done here. They figured out that this wood was essential. The other thing that was essential was the hair from the creature, because there's writings about how they believed that this creature had great ties to an entity that could both travel through planes and through time. And because of that, the hairs from it would designate how long it would take for the reborn to come back to life. Again, I can't stress enough that this was very much like towards the end of Fragment. Like whenever it shut down, this was they finally came to these conclusions after hundreds and hundreds of like attempts. You see a couple of ones that were like square. You see some that were like
these are conclusions that should be trusted due to the like research that went behind them to like sort of solidify. Okay.
Very much so. And so every strand of hair dictates a decade. Meaning that the hair which connects to the rune and then also connects to the item in the center, each one that is there dictates a decade. Let's see, there will always be a minimum amount needed for the rune weave to actually like work and take effect, which means so for example, if it has 10 marks, right, runic marks, it will be at least 100 years before the reborn would be reborn. Because the runes that are carved into the wood itself dictate the days in the month, right? So if there were 9 runes,
It would be 9 days into the month.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you could place in there, like, it need to be a minimum of 9 strands then, which would mean 9 decades at least. But you could also double up on some of those, make it longer if you wanted to, right? The other thing, let's see. The other thing is that the wood itself, whatever month, did I already say this part?
The wood is from the tree.
Yeah, the
or
wood
it
is from
something
the abyssal trees that sprout near the creature, and whatever month they sprout, that is
That's
the month that the
month they'll
reborn.
come back.
Exactly, and then the runes dictate the day, and then the hairs dictate the years. What's interesting is that depending on the color of hair, will affect whether or not the reborn comes back in the future or the past.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
The let's see. Did I specify on here? I don't think I did. But there are white hairs and black hairs on the creature. I believe it's the white ones that would dictate future, and the black ones that would dictate the past.
Okay. That's interesting. I knew it was like the abyss was kind of like outside of time, but I didn't think about it going to the past.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me see. And so, if you look at the rune weaves on all of these dudes, you would see that it's a variety there, but each of them, had a specific month. Sure enough, had a number of days with the runes written on there, and then appeared to be like hundreds and hundreds of years in the future.
Okay. Is there a way to specify which tree is for who? Or is it just kind of like, oh, there's a tree. I guess this month, like 100 years later, there's gonna be somebody coming out.
Yeah, there's a way to determine what month that it was grown.
Well, what month? But can you specify? Can you determine who the tree corresponds to?
What do you mean?
Like a tree for Cape, a tree for Jumbo, for Hollyhock. Like each tree, you said that the month the tree grows, that is the month that the reborn is going to come out of the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is there a way to do you know who it is going to be coming out of the ground, or is it just kind of somebody's coming at this point?
I mean, it's whoever you place it on, right? That's how you place it with them in their cocoon.
Okay.
That's yeah. So you would assign the rune weave to someone. There's not like a, I don't know. There's not like a specific one for each individual.
Okay.
Other than just,
I think I just
the fact that it was it was assigned to each one. The other thing is the object at the center will dictate where they rise.
Okay.
Right. If there's no object, they'll rise just back where they were buried. If there is an object there, then you can determine, specify where they rise, and it's due to the where the object was made, where the object originated.
Okay.
So if you put in there a Dairy Queen ice cream cone, they would they would rise right there. in front of the ice cream machine.
Heck yeah. That's what I like to hear. Okay.
All that to say, though, do you understand what this means?
Like, we could check the trees to find, like, when they were planted. If we could figure out when they came out of the ground. Or when people will be coming out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I would like to go look at trees.
But specifically, you can. I don't know. I feel like I can give you this. You can find out when Adley is going to resurrect.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
where.
Well then, I'll go check a look and try to figure it out.
All right. Well, what do you do to do that?
Well, there's a bunch of trees over here. Or I'm going to is the necklace buried with the people? Or in the cocoons, I guess.
Yeah, they are buried with the people in the cocoon. But as it looks to be with these lovely reborns around here, they stay with the person.
Yeah. So, looking at the goop that was there before, was there any noticeable, like, necklace in there?
There's not even the cocoon.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just goop, but...
Yeah, which
didn't know.
you get the implication that she would be, resurrecting elsewhere.
Okay. And then...
Was there any, like, record of the necklaces in any of the looms?
Indeed, you could check on the the video feed, or you could check on the records, see if there is the specifications of what materials were used within their abyssal resurrection. It didn't quite catch your eye the first time because you did notice that there were a list of materials that you could open up, but you didn't think it was important at the time.
Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and check that. It's flying me all over the place.
And plus, even if you did like open it up and close it back down, you wouldn't have been able to. It wouldn't have really meant much because it would have just said like 15 strands. Wood, abyssal wood from with like the month designated next to it, and then it would say an object though, which you did notice. I believe from last session towards the end, there was something in the middle of Adley's rune weave.
Yeah, let's see. I just I wrote down necklace for pathing with some question marks. Oh, that was for pathing to where they were going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't write down what it was that was in her necklace. Could you remind? Would you mind?
Mark, do you remember?
No.
Okay, I was just curious. It was the emblem of the golden tail.
Oh,
that's right. Yep.
I remember now. As soon as you said it hit me, because I made a comment about her
as soon as you said emblem, I was like, yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
'Cause I remember making a comment about how Fenro's sister's a criminal.
And then I'm gonna check the logs of materials to see, like, what month and how many strands.
All right, so, give me 1 second. Do a small bit of math. Okay, so there are. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that would be right. There are 82 and a half strands of hair.
Oh shit, they got half strands?
82 and a half strands of black hair. Or sorry, of white hair. Sorry, white hair. There are let's see, this session is taking place, I believe, technically
Yeah, I
in
was gonna ask.
October. Or what is the equivalent in Velvet of October?
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna say, is there like some different, like, old ruler they got to name it after?
There is. I haven't. I have
Yeah,
not quite
no
put that
worries.
together.
I don't expect you to.
All good. But know that there is or will be at some point.
Yeah.
But it is set for the equivalent of February. We're
Okay.
currently in October. And the number of runes designating the day is, I believe, 25.
Boy, you said 20, I was hoping it was gonna be like 29.
24. 25. Wait, why 29?
Well, I mean, unless it's a leap year.
It's a really funny number.
I was thinking in my mind there's probably a 20 that's not in February, and then I realized during a leap year all 20s are in Februarys, and I felt stupid.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, can you do the math?
So what you're saying is that because you said that they come up in whatever month it was planted or whatever, so it would be in February on the 29th. So we got about.
Oh wait, frick. Hang on. I gave you
Whoa.
the wrong amount of strands.
Oh shit! It's not 820.5.
I'm sorry, no. Okay, let's see. It would be. Okay, then divide. 94. 94 strands.
Oh boy! So it's 940 years.
And you see the date comes out to be what would be 115 BP.
Okay.
It's got like a weird designation because it was before parting. But what a quick check with the Finewynster, he'd be able to figure out that this was 115 BP.
And what's the year this year?
825.
2022.
25. Wait a second. If my calculations are correct. 40 minus 825. Well,
Wait,
well,
it's
shucks.
825?
She should have come back already.
I thought we were later
Oh
than
wait,
that.
shoot.
Because I haven't a
Add 1 year.
character's backstory that they
Add
were
1 year to
born
that.
in 828. And so, considering
Baggi ceases to exist.
Baggi's in the future.
You're
Sorry.
assuming that's Baggy's birthday.
Is it 828?
Did I,
I
say
am
that?
assuming that, yes.
Well, no, it's not even 828. One sec. Where's my first book hiding? Because I have for Mitch for the next character. She was born in 828, and I think I have her age. I can check via her age, but I
Nuts.
specifically remember
Oh,
double
nuts.
checking with you. So it's 834.
It's
is what I've
8:34.
got.
You're completely right.
Yeah.
Change my math so that it becomes
Still 115. Still
8:35 that she's back.
Still 115, right?
Oh yeah.
I just like change
the
my math.
important bit is that she's coming back next year.
I just
Indeed.
like
830.
At the
Yeah,
beginning,
it's
or
next year.
towards the beginning of next year.
It's 94.9 strands of hair.
we just had to adjust for inflation.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, I was like
I do want to
825.
significantly apologize for not taking the time to do the math beforehand, but it
Hey,
is
no worries.
hyperbole.
Okay.
Ultimately, it is hyperbole. She's coming back
Yeah.
Next year.
next
In
year,
February.
indeed.
Yeah.
And
So we got like, what is that? 4 months?
indeed. And not only is she coming back, but she will be coming back
With a vengeance.
where?
So it has to do with what is in the thing, or
Yeah, in the thing, yeah.
The object.
yeah.
So it'd be
So-
Golden Tail headquarters, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Bingo.
I was gonna say something to do with the Golden Tail, but I guess headquarters makes sense. Dang. So that seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Wait, so
Oh.
my
B3 is made up of like tons of different ex Golden Tail. It's easy to get in.
yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Not very
But then again, it's
easily.
ex Golden Tail from this one place out in bumblefuck nowhere.
You're assuming Baggy's not gonna try to recruit literally the entire crowd.
Baggy just becomes the Golden Tail.
I'm gonna make honestly. I'm gonna make a prediction now. Baggy is going to become the head of the Golden Tail before the end of this campaign. It'll be renamed, but you know what I mean.
It's a Golden Tail under new management.
It just becomes the fucking parent company.
Buy out the Golden Tail before he grows so big.
If you recruited
I know.
over half of the members of the board.
All right.
And
Crime drops to an all-time low.
Bodhi, I also want
You
to.
bought out crime.
Bodhi, I also want to make sure that all that did get across to you as far as what the creature's materials were for.
Oh,
It appears that
Wait.
they dealt with designating the time for when the reborns would come back to life, and it was because in the writings there they believed that this creature was connected to some sort of entity that had the power to move through the planes freely and move through time freely.
wish they didn't know it was Darning or
Nope.
in the writings. Oh, okay.
No, all the writings just simply say creature and, yeah, like an entity that seemed to be beyond their reach at the time.
That's interesting.
Or beyond their understanding, certainly.
Yeah. That's interesting. I always assumed they just knew who Darning was this whole time.
Man. No,
You got
it
lucky.
looks like, I don't know, like the history of this place, like, not all the deities were known
Yeah.
as they actually are. And I mean, that could also mean that some of the deities still aren't known as they actually are. But granted, like, especially when it comes to Darning, Darning is one of the deities that is not as present
if that makes sense. He's a lot of places. He as you know, like he can move through the planes and through time. But take for instance, like the deity Quilt, who exists on Velvet itself, within the city of Coverlet. And the twin deities Daedon and Diadem, which are straight up just the sun and the moon. There are some deities that are very apparent and clear to all the people, but there are some that are not quite as don't make themselves known.
Damn, wait, I didn't know fucking Quilt lived in. Is that actually written somewhere? Or hold on, is the Pantheon?
I don't know. I may not have mentioned it before this, but
I don't think so.
A part of the canon of Velvet is that many of the deities are landlocked. Like they are of the material plane. Like that's where they are.
Wow.
That's interesting. But no, it's interesting because it's in Velvet as well.
Which essentially, it does though make them more just very powerful immortals, rather than they are considered deities, but they simply live forever and have some significant power.
Yeah.
Kind of like Archfey, if you follow like regular D&D canon.
Okay.
I do not. I don't know what the fucking Archfey is.
What the heck, man? Why you don't know
It's
this?
Patrick if he was a fairy.
Oh, okay.
Patrick is an Archfey.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Patrick would be, wouldn't he?
Patrick
Who's
would
not
live
these days?
forever and exist in the Feywild, ruling over many sprites and gnomes. Classic Patrick, dude.
Gnomes.
But with that, we've hit midnight here. So, what will Fenro do with this newfound knowledge of his sister's abyssal resurrection, having been one of the successful ones towards the end of Fragment's time? He was able to determine exactly when and where his sister will come back. That it may be some time before that's fully seen through. Will they be able to escape after their long rest? Hopefully Goidels holds true to his promise, and the lot of them will be able to escape through the ritual room's teleportation circle. But we'll find out how that goes next time on the Crawling Dusk.
I'm
Yeah.
Crawling Dusk!
Whoa.
Thank you all for playing in my game.
was-
I love you bunches.
It was,
Thank you for
Hell
listening.
yeah.
Mitch.
it
I was
the
gonna
best
say,
we made
um,
along the way.
Goidels didn't make a promise, I don't think, right?
No,
so,
I
No,
mean,
we haven't heard from him, so technically,
so technically, he doesn't do shit. He didn't promise us.
True.
I mean,
That's
at
a
worst,
little
it's just a
insider
walk back
knowledge.
home.
judging by Goidel's character, we can
No.
assume.
Goidels 100% is the kind of guy that would hook us up. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Bro, look at the first two numbers!
It's wild.
What?
69.
Let's go.
Whoa, shit!
I rolled the D4
Go on.
something.
Say the
You
number.
just rolled a D4 and that's it.
Got 69.
See.
That's because I have
gosh.
spec.
Got him, GG's.
What if you rolled a 1 on that, Nathaniel?
What if we got the same number?
I probably would cry. Or get a lottery ticket. That's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Yes, that is. Yeah, that one.
Good job, Bodhi.
Oh.
Wouldn't that just be like a sphere if that was a real dice in real life?